Hello? Yeah, I know I'm a couple minutes early. Hey, how you doing? Uh, Mike? Michael? Just your evening, your bedtime entertainment. That's me. Mike? Oop, I got to turn on off some sound. Just a second. Just your evening, your bedtime entertainment. That's me. Oop, I got to turn on off some sound. Just a second. There we go. I always forget I have the volume up on my TV when I bring that up. How's my sound and everything? Is it sounding okay? Yes, sir. May fall asleep. My dulcet tones, huh? It's funny. I actually used to work in radio at one time, and I thought I was going to go into broadcasting. I had a face for radio, as they say, and I did work in radio for a little bit. But, I guess other things took priorities, but it was fun for a while. Radio work in the six was a lot different than it is nowadays. Okay, we'll wait for a few people to get in here before I get started on things. You can see this piece of wood I'm getting ready to go into. Part of the fun is these things is getting set up, all the setup for the stuff, making plans. Sorry about that. All right, I'm gonna bring that in just a little closer. There we go. I think that's a good view. Yeah, there we go. Oh, remember to hit the like button, and we'll go from there. I can't really give myself a like, so I can't even push the like button on mine. Whiskey barrel staves. So I'm taking it that your deal came through, and that's part of the deal. Ah, that was extra. Over here they use whiskey barrel staves for all sorts of things. In fact, there's one guy that has a booth where he does nothing but he does rocking chairs with whiskey barrel staves, or wine barrel staves. There's a lot of wine barrel staves here. Um, he also does like a thing where you like it's a thing with like five candle holders in it across. He just does a whole lot of different things with them. Drunks with fat wallets looking to spend. Well, hey, why not? That's our favorite category of people altogether, isn't it? I mean, you don't want sober people walking around with their wives. You want fat guys that are trying to appease their wives when they come home, that are just a little tipsy. Huh. I think I'll pull up a chair too and see what this guy's going to do. Well, we're starting to get some people in here, I see. Okay, well, I see we're starting to get some people in here, so I don't want you guys just waiting. So we'll kind of get started here a little bit, and I'll kind of go slow at first so that other people can catch up to us. You can see the piece of wood we're turning today. It's a lot of fun, and it's a piece. This is a piece of that cypress that I did the other day. This is another piece of that cypress, but I'm doing a little different on this one because this one actually has the pith in it on both sides, and usually you don't want to do that because it will crack on you. But this piece was starting to crack on me, so what I did is I got some wood glue and I painted it with wood glue on both sides to kind of slow down the drying process, and treated the cracks so that I also treated the sides here too, just to make sure that it didn't start falling apart on us. Now, one of the things you can see right here is we got a big divot right here. It's natural. But so when we're turning this, we're going to have to not only a piece that get the side pieces in so that they're in line with this side, but we also have to take some of this out. So I gotta kind of design my bowl so I don't have to lose everything in the process. So that's all part of scoping out your wood and checking things out before you get started when you're doing a turning. One of the first things I thought I would do today is when we get this spinning. There we go. People usually like to see something dangerous turning. Okay, so when we start turning, one of the things a lot of people do is they go straight in, whether it's with a carbide or whatever. And the problem with going straight in, is yes, you will eventually get it cut down, but you're also going to bang yourself up a lot in the process. Now, you can take very light cuts like this, and it will be somewhat effective as long as you get this down low and this up high, so that you're coming up on the wood and you kind of feel it. See, it's like not cutting anything now. As I raise the bottom part, it starts to cut, and there we go. So that's one way of doing it. You don't want to just come straight in on it and try and go after it. It's a good way to get your knuckles cracked. But you can come up from the bottom. If you come in here like so, and again, I'm coming up and in. Now look what we're doing. The key is to let the tool do the work. As you can see, I took quite a bit off of that first run. Now I can come in here a little bit closer. I can do that again. Okay. couple of large pieces came flying off at me. Here's one of them. Fortunately, it's just bark. So we've already taken out quite a bit of that difference. And it's going to start cutting around here now. So let's see what I can do with the speed here. Well, things are still flying off on me. Well, because I don't want things to fly off and hit me. I'll keep it right about there for now. And one person asked me, oh, I guess a week ago, they said, aren't you kind of messy and dirty after this? I said, yeah. One of the first things I do when I get done here is I go take a shower because this can be pretty busy work, dirty work. Hi, Kevin. Hi, morning all. And no, it's not cedar, it's cypress, but cousin of it. And hi, Mortis. And hello, the rest of you. And please hit the like button if you can, or subscribe if you haven't. We do this every week. And we're on our way to trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It allows us to do a few more things. And most of our turnings are actually for you, not for me. I could turn whether you guys are here or not, but I like to kind of do some teaching along the way. And I will say we're going to have a little bit of a way that you might be able to make some money in a few minutes from now. After I get the outside of this done, I'm going to kind of do a little reveal of an idea that you guys can make some money on. It has nothing to do with turning and everything to do with keeping your eyes open. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I'll use that as a little, call that a little advertiser to get you guys to stay tuned. Okay, but it'll be worth staying tuned for many of you. The way to make money basically without even hardly doing anything. And I'm always for that. And you probably are too. Okay, so as we're getting more around, I'm able to speed up a little bit more. See, we're coming all the way around now on this side, not quite on this side yet. And there's that problem area I still need to work on. But, I think I'm going to get the back here cleaned up real quick. And then we'll go back to that if I can. Well, I'm going to have to go down just a little bit on my tool rest here. There we go. kind of flying at you a little bit there. Whoa, that was not good. That was not good. Well, that's going to be interesting. Well, I have to get that off and re-screw those. Ah, I see part of the problem too. See a little bit of the problem right there. Okay. And this happens from time to time. My seal that I use over here to kind of keep everything easy to remove finally died out on me. So we'll replace it. Got a bunch of them. We'll put that new one on there. There we go. Good as new. I got plenty of those. There we go. Okay, now to find out what's going on here. So the wood broke. Wood cracked right here. And all the holding came off. So let's take this off. Oops, and see what we can get a different end there. See what we can do. Oops. And that's the kind of torque that you'll get. Look what that did to that screw. You see that? And the other's bent as well. Well, going to need a better attachment. Going to have to rethink that. And I just about had this side done, so I could have used this side to do it too. Well, let me see here. If you will bear with me for just a minute, I think I'll put this on the bandsaw and cut a fresh face on that. So, excuse my backside for a minute. Mike, in the meantime, maybe you can share some of the channel pages for some of our friends. And we'll see what we can do. Okay, excuse my sound. Okay. So, went inside a little bit, cut this piece off. I wanted to make sure that we'll do something with that too, but I wanted to make sure we had a good surface. And this is going to make a slight change to the turning, but not big. We'll be able to get around this. All right, next we get some screws. Okay. I'm just going to eyeball this a little bit, but I think I'm pretty darn close. The center. I'm going to put a longer screw in too. Those are pretty tight, so we'll see how that does. We're at a little bit of an angle here on this cut, so it is going to change the bottom a bit. I know I should have pre-drilled the holes, but there you go. Yep. Need that out. You want to make sure your screws are seated. Let me see. Try this one. See if we can get that in there. There we go. All right, let's give this another try. Hi, honey. Some of you may know my wife.
I need to look and look.
Okay. Well, let's give this another try, guys. Did I actually have a clue? No. Well, I'm not going to break it. It's going to be a smaller bowl with a few more little things going on. I'm going to turn this on if you, Jen.
Oh, okay.
Don't want to hit
Sorry. I just wanted to.
you. Yeah. Okay, didn't want to hit you with this. There we go. Even with a faceplate, that happens sometimes. When you're working with a semi-soft wood, a little bit of torque on it will sometimes snap it. Nothing you can really do, but that's going to happen. Yep. But also for the squeamish there, you notice it came off, but the tool rest stopped it from going anywhere. And I reacted immediately by having to shut off. And that's why I like having my shutoffs right here. Because if I'm working right here, I can just reach right up and turn it off. When you have ones down at the bottom here, you have to drop what you're doing and come over to your right side or something. And some of the placements for some of these are not the most optimal for safety reasons. So think about that when you're buying a lathe. Is think about where everything is in relation to what it is you're turning or doing. Okay. We'll take this a little bit easier. A little pressure on that base plate. walking around 7. Everything looks good there. Okay. And I got to get past this bark area, so I'm gonna have to take that down a little more. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, now still have that problem up here, so let me get a little bit more of this out of the way. We've got a wormhole here and here. Interesting. Okay. Have to use the 2 pieces. Okay. Well, let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, see now it's getting pretty nice solid wood. Enough for a tenon hold here. Got a little crack right there that I got a little concerned with. I think we might need to go just a little above that crack because otherwise we may have problems when we have it attached to going the other way. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, we got a pretty good flat surface. Let's kind of check it. Yeah, I can smooth that out just a hair. Oh, yeah. Use it. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Little crack there. May address that later. We'll see. Okay. Let's make the tenon while I'm back here, I guess. I'm eyeballing this one. I know I usually measure it out, but we'll take a look here in a second. See where we're at. Perfect. Right. You do these enough, you kind of get an eyeball for it. Make a little bit of a dovetail in here. There we go. Nice and smooth. That looks good. Okay. Got one tenon. See if I can get back over here and get this cleaned up now. How we doing over here? By jumping so satisfying back on the tour, not sure. Okay, hi Cord, hi Eden. Welcome, Runic. Hey, Runic. Good evening to you. Well, we looked at it a few minutes ago, and I had to remove this part because this part cracked on me, and that had the faceplate on it. So we'll do something with that later. But just trying to tame this thing a little bit, and we'll see what we can make out of this. So now that I can address this issue, because we're pretty much rounding, I can address this issue here. I think if I get a bowl that kind of goes in, we can do it without losing too much more of the bowl. And do that. Let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, getting close. Okay.